Divine Messages and Inspirations on Pilgrimage, and How It Started in Adjumani, as received by Mama Mary Assumpta. On the 14th of October 2000, I went to Lodonga for pilgrimage organized rotationally parish by parish to animate the day of 08th December every year, dedicated to Mother Mary Queen of Africa. 5 women including me went to the coconut tree where Mother Mary had appeared. Oil from the coconut tree dropped on my right thumb. 2 women touched the oil on my thumb, but 3 feared and never touched my thumb. It took 30 minutes for the oil to dry from my thumb. Starting from then I started to see the vision of Mother Mary and Jesus. When I pray the rosary at home with the children, Mother Mary and Jesus appear to the children, who tell me what they have seen, and I note each and every occurrence down. On the 27th of September 2003, I received Holy Communion, and I was quiet, and I heard a voice telling me to go to Lodonga for a novena, and fasting and on foot. I cancelled the voice saying, "Go away, Satan, with your tricks." It repeated 3 times and continued saying, that if you do not heed to my voice, open Isaiah chapter 6. That is when you will understand why I am sending you to Lodonga. Mass ended and I told my friend the message, and she told me not to go, because the rebels were killing people on the way since it was a time of insurgency in West Nile. On the 29th of September 2003 at 3 a.m., I found myself up from bed and the voice told me, "Pray, and start your journey to Lodonga on foot." The voice told me that on the 1st of October 2003 should get me under the coconut tree in Lodonga Basilica. I finished praying at 5 a.m., organized myself, and started the journey. I reached Ara, and my uncle stopped with the vehicle to give me a lift and dropped me in Moyo. But I did not tell him that I was heading to Lodonga. In my plan I wanted to foot and sleep in Leffery, but one black my car pulled over wanting 1 passenger to Yumb. As I took a step to board my car, a voice told me to stop and look at my car, and continued that I should wait for the bus. Immediately, I saw the bus and a voice told me, "I have reserved for you a seat in the bus although the bus is full." I told the conductor that my money is not enough to take me up to Lodonga, but the conductor accepted the little I gave to him up to my destination. I stopped in Mengo. As I was heading to the basilica, I met Senior Annetta, and she greeted me and asked how was Adjumani, and she asked me what I had come to do. Sister asked me whether I have brought a letter from the parish priest, but I said no. She said if you have not brought the letter, it might be a bit difficult, because it is the White Fathers who are in charge, but go to Sister Florence, who will help you. She welcomed me and I told her that I had come to pray the novena, and she told me that she was going to consult the White Fathers, and she would find me at the chapel. Father accepted and gave the sister keys, blanket, and hurricane lamp, and other essentials that I could use. The father asked what kind of fasting I was going to have and I told him dry fasting, but he refused and said that cannot be possible. I asked them to give tea and small escort every day until the novena is finished. On the 1st of October 2003 at 11 a.m., I went under the coconut tree and started the novena. I kneeled on the coconut, and the oil again dropped on my right thumb. The wind blew from the direction of the basilica, and droplets of water started sprinkling from the coconut tree. It did not take 3 minutes, and the oil dropped on my right leg, and then on the left leg, and repeated again on the right leg. Sister Florence was passing and I called her to see what had happened and she confirmed it was oil and she said let her pray for them too, and sister left. At 5 p.m. the priest rang the bell for rosary, and I went for the rosary, but the oil was still on my legs. After finishing the novena, I was sent to the dispensary to pray for the sick. I was told in the dispensary there are both Muslims and Christians, and I should pray in tongues with a helper assigned to me. I was instructed by the priest that I should lay my hands on the head of the Christians, and with the Muslims I should pray, but my hat should not touch the head. For the patients who were absent from the dispensary at that moment, I should lay my hand on the clothes put on their beds, and for the Muslims I suspend my hand on their clothes laid on their beds. There was one of the Muslim ladies in labor referred to Kaluva Hospital, because of failure in delivery. I prayed for her and within 30 minutes, she went into labor. In the morning, one woman in Catholic Action was attacked by asthma, and I prayed for her, and she healed and escorted me to the bus stop. The coordinator took me back to the dispensary to say goodbye for the patients, and I ended up being given money as token of appreciation, which enabled me to afford the bus fare instead of coming back on foot. The coordinator took me to the white priest, who blessed me and said that Africans should step on my footmarks and gave me money. I started foot pilgrimage to Lodonga with 6 women, and added to 12 and then 200 people headed by Father Taban. Now that Mother Mary appeared in Bethany, Arawa, we now make pilgrimage to Arawa 3 times in February, August, November and Lodonga in December, making it 4 times in a year. A lot of miracles, healing and deliverance has been experienced by the faithful who follow this way of mortification and sacrifice.